Step 6. Cognitive distortions and thought patterns. Goal: recognizing and correcting negative thought cycles caused by trauma. Lesson: what are cognitive distortions? Cognitive distortions are irrational or exaggerated thought patterns that develop from past experiences, especially trauma. They can warp reality, making situations seem worse than they are and reinforcing negative emotions. These thought patterns are automatic and often go unnoticed, but they strongly influence beliefs, behaviors, and decision-making. Black and white thinking: seeing things as all good or all bad with no middle ground, e.g., if I fail at this, I'm a complete failure. This can make setbacks feel catastrophic and prevent a balanced view of life. Catastrophizing: expecting the worst-case scenario. Assuming the worst-case scenario will happen even when there's little evidence, e.g., if I make a mistake at work, I'll get fired and never find another job. This fuels anxiety and prevents rational thinking. Emotional reasoning: believing emotions are facts. Believing that because you feel something, it must be true, e.g., I feel worthless, so I must be worthless. Emotions are valid but not always factual, and they can be influenced by past trauma rather than present reality. How to challenge and reframe negative thought patterns. 1. Identify the distortion. Notice when your thoughts follow a pattern of black and white thinking, catastrophizing, or emotional reasoning. 2. Question the evidence. Ask yourself, what real proof do I have that this thought is true? And are there other possible explanations? 3. Reframe the thought. Replace the distorted thought with a more balanced perspective. For example, instead of I always fail, try I've had setbacks, but I've also had successes. Instead of everything will go wrong, try some things may go wrong, but I can handle them. Practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that thoughts are not facts and that making mistakes or feeling anxious doesn't define your worth. Reflection. Questions. 1. What negative thoughts do I repeat to myself often? 2. How have these thoughts influenced my choices and emotions? 3. How can I reframe my thinking in a healthier way? Accountability. Checkpoint. Identify one cognitive distortion you frequently engage in and work on reframing it. Revisit in stage 4 to assess if your thinking patterns have improved. Journal exercise: cultivating empathy for yourself and others. Write a letter to yourself offering compassion instead of judgment. How do I talk to myself when I make a mistake? What would I say to a loved one going through the same struggles I am? How can I show myself more kindness?